What's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video, and today we've got a big one when it comes to discussing a rumor about Super Mario on the Nintendo Switch. Apparently, since it's its 35th anniversary, there's going to be some big festivities when it comes to re-releases of previous games and new releases as well. So according to various different sites that we're going to get into, Mario is coming back to the Nintendo Switch in a big way in 2020. Now, Nintendo will celebrate the 35th anniversary in 2020 by re-releasing, quote, most of the series' back catalog and several other Mario titles for Switch, according to VGC and Eurogamer reports. Now, according to the Eurogamer report, the back catalog titles include a deluxe version of Super Mario 3D World, which will add, quote, an array of new levels, plus remasters of Super Mario Galaxy and a couple of other 3D Mario favorites. Both reports claim a new entry in the Paper Mario series is also in the works. Now, something to add with that a little bit is that apparently that series is going back to its roots. There are some reports that it's not going to be in the line of Sticker Star and Color Splash. It's going to be more in the line of Thousand Year Door and the original Paper Mario. Now, according to a VGC report, a Super Mario 35th anniversary event was originally planned to take place at E3 2020 in June, which is now canceled. But Nintendo is now reviewing its plans in light of the ongoing CV pandemic. The event would have also revealed new details regarding Nintendo's partnership with Universal, including the Super Nintendo World theme park attraction and the animated Super Mario movie. Now, Gematsu is also reporting that, particularly in regards to Super Mario 3D World Deluxe, a new Paper Mario title, and high-definition remasters of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Now, when contacted by VGC, Nintendo said, quote, it does not comment on rumor and speculation. Now, we have a little bit of an update as well to this story. So VentureBeat has thrown their Mario hat into the fray and says that, quote, Nintendo is pursuing something like a Super Mario All-Stars 2 for the 3D Mario games. This would include Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and then Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's likely that 3D World may get its own separate deluxe style release, which is possible that the older 3D Mario games could come in a single compilation. It's also likely that Nintendo will release them individually as it did with the Zelda remasters. So I think that it's a little bit interesting that they kind of throw that in there. What are they going to do? Are they going to do like Mario 64 HD? Are they going to do Super Mario Sunshine HD? Super Mario Galaxy 1 HD, Super Mario Galaxy 2 HD. I don't know. I think it's completely possible that Nintendo does multiple collections and individual releases. So we could see something like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine HD bundled together, and then also Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2 bundled together in a collection. And then we see something like, of course, the new Super Paper Mario, or just not Super Paper Mario, but just new Paper Mario game that's going back to its roots apparently. We get that by itself, $60 release, and then we also get, like, let's say Super Mario 3D World Deluxe that has new content and everything like they've been doing with other Wii U ports. So there could be a heavy dose of Mario in multiple different ways, shapes, and forms. What I think is not going to happen, which some people have already tried to speculate, is okay, they're going to put Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy 1, and also Super Mario Galaxy 2 all in one package for $60. I don't think Nintendo's going to be doing that, considering the amount of time that they probably spent remastering all of those different games. And it's going to be interesting because the way that Nintendo remasters, or how they define it, is a little bit different. So some of these could be even bigger than what we think. What if it's not just Super Mario 64 looking pretty? What if they actually remake it like they did Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? What if some of those are that? That could be the big kicker in all this. Everyone's kind of reporting remaster and thinking it's going to be the exact same looking, just, you know, HD 1080p or whatever the case is, which could be it. I'm not trying to sit there and say that it's not that, but what if they kind of go back and remake some of them to where it actually looks drastically better? Like, what if they actually remade Sunshine and it looks really, really good, or they actually remade Mario 64? I mean, it could be that, because here's the thing, guys. Yes, we've had, multiple different Mario games already come out on the Nintendo Switch with Mario Maker, and also we have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, but that Nintendo EAD Mario team is pretty big, and they've been done with a lot of projects for a while now. They've had time to create a lot of stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of these or a couple of these is actually like a remake to where they drastically improve the graphics in the game and they add in way more content to make it kind of feel way more fresh than what you would expect. Now, if you remember, Super Mario All-Stars, which was a fantastic collection on the Super Nintendo. That actually was one of the first remasters out there, right? Because they took the original Mario Bros. Games on the NES and made them look way better. They added more colors, the graphics looked better. It was definitely an upgrade over that. You know, we didn't see it that way, but that's what it was back then. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do here. And if it's just like, hey, it's these games in 1080p and modernized with the controls and everything, that's cool. I'd be completely fine with that. I'm a huge fan of the Mario games. I love the Galaxy games. Those are my favorite games of all time, or some of my favorite games of all time, I should say. Galaxy 1 and especially Galaxy 2. And this would be, for me at least, this would be my time to finally see if I might like Super Mario Sunshine, right? I played it back in the day, and I didn't think it was like the worst game ever or anything. I just didn't love it. So if they do fix the game, like if you get Super Mario Sunshine and 1080p 60 frames per second with the camera controls fixed and much improved in terms of controls and everything, I think people are going to absolutely love that game. I think it's going to turn into something that's like, wait a minute, this game was actually pretty good, like really good in terms of the design and the idea. So I'm expecting that to happen with Super Mario Sunshine. I'm expecting a lot of people to change their minds when it comes to Super Mario Sunshine if they do bring it to Nintendo Switch, because all this of course is rumor, but at the same time, man, this stuff has been going around for a while. This has been so many different websites that are reporting this. I mean, at this point it would somewhat have to be true in my opinion, and of course I've heard things as well. It's just something that I think that is probably going to be happening here. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is Paper Mario. I think that Paper Mario, going back to the roots, we have some reports from various different websites there as well, and this would honestly be the best thing for Paper Mario. But I think at some point Nintendo needed to listen to what the fans were saying, because fans have been telling them literally for how long now, since they started doing that sticker star stuff. It's been nearly what, 6, 7, 8 years or something like that. People have been begging them, pretty much just like saying, please Nintendo, go back to what you did before. And with Alpha Dream and the Mario and Luigi series, the RPG series being done, with Nintendo pretty much being done in terms of separating development between their mobile platforms with, like, let's just say their handheld, more like it, handheld platforms, and their home consoles, with it being one now, you don't have to worry about, oh, well, it's too much like the one game that we have on there, which is their excuse for turning Paper Mario into whatever it was turned into, this weird action adventure sticker starring gimmicky type of thing that they've been doing for a while now. So I think that if they went back to the roots, that's when you're going to see Paper Mario blow up. I think Paper Mario is going to become extremely popular, way more popular than it was before, because it's been a long time since we've gotten that. If they do like a sequel to Thousand Year Door, or it's a spiritual successor to that type of game, or if it's in that vein, with the great writing that they have, and also the great combat and mechanics and development, I think it's going to blow up. I think people are going to play this game like crazy. Kind of almost like Animal Crossing. We knew that game was super popular, but it's blown up even more because of the situation and because of what's going on and because of how long it's taken between that Animal Crossing and the last Animal Crossing. So I think that's what's going to happen with Paper Mario, even though we've gotten one not too long ago, but the real Paper Mario that people have been wanting for a long time. So I could see that game blowing up even bigger and being a big holiday title if it's marketed right and everything, and especially if it's as good as Thousand Year Door. I can see that being the big one. But also these remasters with Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, those are huge games. Those are AAA, whatever the heck you want to call them, highest of quality. Those are some of the best rated games of all time. Those Mario games, and guys, I hate to say this, man, but dude, I think that they're going to be pretty much be perfect at this point, because the only issue that I had with Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the forced motion control. That's the only issues that I had. And now that you removed the forced motion control, you improve the graphics and all that, you improve probably the frame rate. Maybe they get that going at 60 frames smooth and everything like that, which the game was already running at a great frame rate and smooth. But like they even get it better, 1080p, and not having to do like motion controls, not forced, because you have to be able to play it in portable mode and everything. Oh man, that would be amazing. I mean, I could see that getting 10 out of 10 from everywhere. There really wouldn't be too much wrong with the game then. There'd be nearly nothing wrong with the game, unless you just don't like the progression and the more of the linear nature of it compared to the sandbox Mario games. But if you're going into it with just saying, hey, I'm going to rate it for what it is in terms of the game and the controls and the levels and all that, it's a 10. I mean, I already thought it was like a 10 beforehand, but it's like a super 10 now. It's an 11 out of 10. So, man, I'm excited to see what they do and kind of what's going on here. But it would be really cool. I mean, it would be really cool if this did happen. And hopefully we see some more when it comes to Mario's 35th anniversary. I like it though. They did a big one for the 30th anniversary on the Wii. They had a bunch of different games kind of put together in terms of the old school Mario games. So I can see this happening, man. So what are you guys' thoughts on all this when it comes to Nintendo's huge Super Mario Party that's supposed to be going down in 2020? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the link in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. We recently topped 10,000 followers, so thank you guys so much for the support. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.